The dreams of youth are the regrets of maturity. Dreams are my speciality. Through dreams I influence mankind. My dream is of eternity with you. I offer you this rose, princess. My heart, my soul, my love.
Love?
What up, boys? It's your boy Magnus here once again with another Custom 1/6 review. And today we're addressing the badass Lord Darkness from the movie Legend by Ridley Scott, a true epic fantasy film done in 1985. And this piece is by my boy Sebastian Bonton, Elvis1976. The kit is by Oscar CV, also the artist known as Oscar Arturo Camacho Vargas of Sideshow Freaks fame also. He is the director of this project. He sculpted it, and Elvis put this bad boy together. So I invite you right now into my review. And this is a bad piece, fellas. The Lord Darkness is a fucking beast, as you can see here. So I will start from the bottom up, and then we'll get into the story of the figure and the movie and everything like that. So as you can see here, this was a kit that came with the head, the hands, the hoofs, and I think the cod piece. And you had to go out and seek your parts and put this bad boy together. So as you see right here on the bottom, I do have the multi-jointed hoof, which you can see here Elvis had painted up and put together. So you have a small piece here that plugs into a joint here, which makes it kind of flexible, and then it plugs into the leg peg, which is right underneath the pants. And of course right there is the other one. And quick, I'll say that the lighting on this video, again, my living room lighting is so damn orange, amber looking. So I will be doing like my last review, and I'll pull out my phone camera with my nice white light, and we'll go over Lord Darkness another time and shine out all the details. So my apologies for that until I can get something better going on. As you see next, you have the black weathered pants cut up with the faux fur coming out. I guess that's like a yak hair or something. Elvis weathered it up, made it real funky feeling, and just makes it jut out, and it really looks like it's real. As the Lord Darkness, you know, as he's the beast, the devil, and he has fur legs, kind of like goat legs, I guess you would say. Real crazy looking and accurate to the film. If you go back and look, you can check that out exactly. Of course, the sculpted cod piece painted by Elvis, and then behind that you see the embroidered belt, and also all this embroidery that's hanging off of the shoulder pads. And these were done by Crimson Bob of the Sideshow Freaks, and he put together this little kit to help people build their Lord Darkness figures, because like I said, this wasn't like a head and clothes set. It was just a basic unpainted kit, like a model, and you had to go out there and get it done. And who else would you contact but Elvis when you want to get something like that done? He is the master at that. He turns shit to shinola, you know, makes it golden. And not saying that this kit was shit, because it wasn't, but Elvis just was the man to do this, and he knocked this shit out the park. Next up, I'll show you the sculpted hand that's also attached to the sword is attached. It doesn't come out. There was actually two sets of hands, like a regular clawed set, but they didn't come in my box when I sent it to Elvis, so I'm working with Oscar to try to get those. but I doubt that I would really ever use them anyway, but it would be nice to have. So you can see here Elvis painted up the sword nice and weathered, gave it that aged look, dinged up, real sick work. And this was also sculpted by Oscar. And then I'll come over to the other side and you'll see this is the first unicorn that was murdered, the horn right there, and that's also stuck inside that fist. It's sculpted in there. So from there you will come up on the body, which you can see here is the caustic plastic body, and it's dyed totally red. And you see Elvis had to soak this whole body and all the pieces that he was going to paint into it, and then so everything would be ensured to be the same color, and then go in and add the shadow detail and make it come to life, which as you can see here, let me zoom up, man, it's really sick. Just looks like it was made that way, like a Hellboy type body. And this caustic plastic body's the muscle, like I guess the gladiator one, and it really works for this figure. It's tall. The only bad thing is that it's very heavy, so this is the first figure in my collection that needs a mandatory stand, and I try to hide it the best I can when I have it in the cabinet with the cape. But yeah, it has to go down that way because this bad boy cannot stand on his own with these little ass legs and that big ass upper torso. So next up, we're gonna go to the most brilliant part of this piece, of course, which is the head sculpt. Sculpted to perfection, as you can see there. That's the replica of Tim Curry as Lord Darkness in the makeup. And the makeup was done by the famous makeup artist of the 80s, big time fan of him, Rob Bottin. And Rob did his thing on this character right here, as you can see. And of course, Oscar did his thing on the sculpting. Look at the cranial detail right there. The horns are perfectly textured, and Elvis killed the paint on them. It's like these guys just put a combo on this bitch, man, and made him really stand out. Let me get up in the face right there. And let me see if we can get this focus going on. It'll look better, I guess, when I do that other lighting, guys. I'm trying. Let me see. Oh, come on, focus. Let me see if I can put the hand behind it and we get it in there. There. There we go. It's a beautiful ass piece. You see the little ears that were separate. You had to stick those in on the kit. And of course attach the horns and then stick them on this body. And thank God that head sculpt is staying there because it's a beast. And as you can see also, the cape that is attached at the wrist was put together by Elvis. And I'm always a big fan of his cape work. He really has an eye for that detail. If you see my old Kick-Ass review, Big Daddy's cape hangs perfectly like it does in the movie. And as you see when I pull out right here, Lord Darkness cape is on the money. It drapes perfectly on the wrist. It's connected at the back at the right spot. Let me see if I can go and show you the back of the figure real quick. There's not really much to show as far as the way he has the cape attached to the shoulder pads and around. Yeah, it's just more of the belt right there. Nothing, you're not missing much right there. So come back over here. And like I said, the Lord Darkness is a cool ass character. He's very tragic. He's just a tragic villain. Yeah, he's just a guy that wants to, you know, come out. He's only allowed to move in darkness and can't come out in light. It'll kill him. And so he comes up with a plot to kill the last 2 unicorns on the planet and turn the whole world into darkness. And so he sends out a little goblin named Blix, and Blix does his job and gets the first horn and kills the first unicorn, but the second one gets away, so the world is kind of stuck in darkness. And Lord Darkness comes upon Lily, the Princess Lily, and that's the downfall of him right there. He falls in love with her, and of course, women, you know, sometimes they take us men for a loop, and definitely ruined his plot, his plan, and he put his trust in her. She gassed him up like she was gonna be his queen. She got all dark and shit, and then she played him out at the end. She didn't kill the unicorn. She freed it and left Lord Darkness to fight Jack and get his ass blasted into the light. But he also tells you that you can never kill him because he's inside everyone. And I was a big fan of this movie as a kid, and especially when I go back and watch it now, it's crazy because I don't remember so much of the ambience. Like, the movie just has such presence, like the stuff floating in the air. It's very, very fantasy, like filmed very well. And of course, there's two versions. You have the American cut with the Tangerine Dream soundtrack, which is kind of like what I'm playing here and what I grew up with. And now the director's cut is out with the Jerry Goldsmith soundtrack. And I think that one is the superior version of the film. I like the soundtrack on both, but the director's cut is the one to watch if you've never seen them, and then go back and watch the theatrical one day, and you'll see the difference. So like I've been rambling, I just think that you guys need to soak this bad boy in. I'm gonna put some light on him so you can really get to it. And a special shout out also, I almost forgot, to my boy Lewis, LT1977 on the Sideshow Freaks, who brought Oscar to the forum and this project to the forum. So thank you, Lewis, for getting me on there, and a big shout out to you, brother. This project is a beautiful thing, and I appreciate that I was able to be a part of it. So now let me cut on my light, and let's get going on this. Soak in Lord Darkness by Elvis1976 and Oscar CV. There we go. There you go, look at that bad boy right there. Sick detail. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you for all subscribers that have come and watched my channel. As you know, I truly appreciate it. My love for this hobby is something I love to share with everyone. So just giving out that shout out to all that, you know, support Magnus and love my channel and love what I do. Peace out to everyone. Lord Darkness by Elvis and Oscar CV. Peace.